Hello there, everyone. So, I said it last time. Sam's had better days, better weeks, better months. So, yeah, let's have a look around this room. It doesn't half look like a prison, it's got to be said. What's on the table? Bit of time for Porter? Carol tea? Yeah, go on, have a bit of Carol tea. You've been taken off the booze, so, have a bit of tea instead. I know normally the recommendation is to have 3 teas to sort of get your stamina level up, but I'm just going to have the one for now just for... Don't give him something to drink, really. Let's have a look at this sink. What can we... Will he at least acknowledge how pale he looks? Or ghostly? Oh. Yeah, I have to laugh how he doesn't bat an eyelid at that visage. Okay, we might as well go out.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the DHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
I loved how he hasn't asked her about the hands.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry. This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the Tar currents. The downside being that we all have to bathe in caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shake your hand.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah, though the computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the Tar and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
Huh. So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
So Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not. It is an honor, Sam.
Is that a puppet?
What? A puppet? No, no. No, I am alive and my own master.
This is Dollman. A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it. He
Okay.
used to be a spirit medium.
When I was still flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty. Oh. You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do. Which is why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
Cool.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped, though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted. We'll be waiting.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm debating the truth and reality of everything at the moment. Like, it says check on Lou.
You ready for another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
It really does have the vibe that this is not Lou at all. And that, based on Dollman, Lou, or there is nothing in the pod. But because Sam can see something, I can't help but wonder if there is something there that others can't see. So that I'll give them the due. They've positioned that really well to make you think who is right. I am going to feel very bad for Sam if it is the others. But yeah, I did it before. I did have a drink before. Let's have another one now. I always find it funny how in the last game he was drinking beer. Like, why beer when you're about to do deliveries? Surely that's like the last thing you should want to be drinking. You know, be like, "Ugh." Like, the energy drinks made sense, didn't they? Alright, so that's got our stamina levels nice and high. Let's have a crypto buyout while we're here. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I want to do here, to be honest. We're all... I mean, it says groom yourself. Ooh. That wasn't expecting. What can we do? Oh, he's just going to do it. Cool. If this is like Norman Reedus' grooming routine, I'm surprised, but okay. Dye hair. There we go, looking a bit more like yourself. Begs the question how old he is. Oh yeah, looking more like himself now. Let's use the toilet and shower. I feel like I've just done a few things in that way of thinking. Yeah, we'll just skip that. Not like we needed to watch it. Damn sunburn has healed. New VR training available. Cool. But let's just get into it. Go to the surface. I mean, the question is, why are they dropping us off?
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes.
Okay.
Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
All right, we got different. I actually don't mind that. We've got a company on the road. There is a chance we can have a conversation.
You think you have a choice?
All right, thank you.
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
I mean, you don't have to. You could just not hook up the pod.
You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
Okay. Yeah, this is where we fought the big bat before. Fair enough.
I haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going, If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn.
Right, so where is it we're actually heading? Over here. Okay. Let's just place a marker for it. And that is that way. Okay. Let's roll. And I'm going to go by foot because even if it turns out... Oh yeah, we've got the... Sorry, I was just laughing at the noise that was making. Even if we have got Carol coverage for a bit, eventually the bike will run out. So we might as well go on foot. Yeah, I like the fact that that's just suddenly floating and going somewhere. I kind of want to see where it goes, but equally I don't want to just not move because it'll take longer if I don't keep moving. Yeah, it does remind me of like a ship that's leaving port.
I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course. But keep moving, Sam. And when all is said and done, you can take stock and decide what's next.
Yeah, that's cool, but I really don't know what it's doing now at this point other than just circling around. And I said this before, again, when we were traveling across Mexico the first time. I always felt with Sam that it was natural that he would talk to himself because he didn't have any company. So I really like the idea that we have actually got a companion of sorts now, even if it is Doll Man who we don't know anything about. Yeah, the ship's still there. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's that way. I recognise I'm going straight to the objective. I'm not really doing anything on the side. This is a straightforward journey considering we're getting music. Cool. Wow. Okay. They look a bit like something that was in one of the trailers, but I don't think it is that as well. Is that the objective? Wow, we got there very quickly. Alright, nothing like going into a bit of tar. Oh, wait, it isn't tar, maybe. Plate Gate Cupid Terminal. Pass through the plate gate. Oh. These are the ones who were chasing Lou, right? Oh.
What's the deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents.
Okay.
Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake. Oh, and a big one at that.
All right, I assume we're on the other side now.
Carefully.
Is there any way of knowing where this lightning goes? Well, I'm taking it slow just in case I can deviate, but equally I don't know if it's worth going through fast and hoping we can just run past anything. Although it feels silly to say that. Oh yeah, I can run past the speed of light. This is the speed of light, isn't it, lightning? Could be with a name like that. You ever have doubts in your mind that you think, I shouldn't doubt that? So I'm trying to work this out in my head. Are we essentially crossing over to Australia right now, or is this still Mexico? I think this is still... I think this is the crossing rather than we're actually in Australia. Okay, cryptobiotes. Oh. Preppy. Okay. Certainly colourful. Okay.
A strange place, if ever I've seen one.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. So we're in Australia.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
I'm curious if it'd be a bit boring if we just managed to get to Australia with no issue. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying there should be a boss or something, but I can't help but feel like it was a bit too easy. But maybe that was the whole point of it. Like the previous game, it didn't really make a big deal of going across the like the east to the west, the east to west, etc. Alright, so that's got to be the plate gate. Right, connect the Cupid. All right, we're now Connecting Australia. That was the plate gate. Cool. All right, people have already been here. That's helpful. Total likes from Drawbridge, 285. Have my numbers gone up since I last delivered? I don't know. I'm a friendly mover anyway.
Thanks again, Sam. The chiral network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
Okay. I'm going to assume that means I can go back there immediately. I mean, they're quite literally parked up right by me. I'm intrigued though. Looks like there's a whole big continent to explore. Can I actually expand a minute? Yeah, it looks like an interesting amount of land to cover. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I?
Very impressive work, Sam.
All right, who's the mysterious patron?
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face? Very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Alright, I can't help it. I had a soft spot for Die Hardman, especially that performance at the end of the first game, so I've got to go for him, even though I love Deadman, Heartman, and Lochner. Hopefully they will return in some form, because I'd feel very bad if I locked those three out of the game permanently.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Yeah, let's stick with it.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the President.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Oh, wonder what that was.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though, who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
I kept that to himself.
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Okay. Oh, hang on, we've got another cutscene by the looks of it. Or not? Maybe not.
You managed to get some sleep, Sam. I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the D3 Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Okay, so...
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
Anything else? Okay. I'll do what they said, right? I will have a look at the hat. Customize Luke. Oh, we can change Dollman's outfit. That's kind of cool. Oh, we'll put the Drawbridge one on. Why not? Wear it backwards. And as I said before, I do like the Sam sunglasses. Wear on head. Go on, we'll do that. Prioritize that over a hat. So, there's a lot going on, and I feel like that's natural. They're putting so many seeds down right now that to grow during the rest of the story, so that's completely natural. How I'm looking at it, there's a line there that stuck out to me. The idea that this is all based on the objectives of a private company. This is not related to the UCA. And that strikes me as there is going to be a point made there, I'm sure, about the idea that private companies should not be trusted. Whether that's true or not, I'm not getting into the actual morality of that, but I get the feeling that might be where this game is going in terms of we shouldn't be trusting Drawbridge, or this idea of a private company that has got its own agenda. In fact, there's a bit of me that thinks perhaps the original UCA could have been the safer option to trust. But again, I'm maybe just reading too much into it right now. But yeah, there's a lot of little subtle things going on. I mean, we just had that little shot of Amelie and Lou, and I can't help but think that is something, because we kind of knew, I say kind of knew, Amelie's actor was in the credits, so we knew that she would appear. Whether she's got lines, I do not know for sure, but whether it's just things like that or whether there's more, I don't know. There's a hell of a lot to go through here, so I'm going to leave this part. I know we haven't had a lot of gameplay, but we did have a little bit, so it's not like it's completely gameplay avoiding. But yeah, next time we'll start the journey across Australia, I guess. I mean, that's one thing I will say about the game so far. Feels a bit weird that the first game was entirely dedicated to connecting America, which always felt weird because the America felt really small. But then we've now done 4 in Mexico. I think it's 4. And now we're off to Australia. Even when they said, oh, you've connected the entire Mexico, there was a little bit of me that went, wow, Mexico's small. And then suddenly we're in Australia. So I get there's like these leaps of logic you have to take with this game, but that is something that still does make me, But yeah, I'm going to stop talking because I want to wrap this part up. So thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're intrigued as I am, because I'm very much intrigued. And I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.